Hey everyone, Dave Gwynn here again. And first I just want to say congratulations for getting access to the broad targeting formula. You're really going to enjoy that course. I'm telling you, it's one of the best I've seen in targeting, and it's definitely going to raise your click-through rates and your conversions. You're going to make a lot more money from your campaigns. Like I said before, targeting is extremely important, and you have invested in some very important training. Now we just want to give you one last opportunity to grab another product here, which is not necessary at all, but it really does enhance the broad targeting formula by Jeremy. And we weren't able to actually include this course inside of the broad targeting formula because it actually belongs to someone else, Nishant. So what we had to do is we had to separate it into an upsell, which normally I don't really like upsells that much, but we had to do it this way. And this is really good, and the course is actually very inexpensive and very short as well. But what it does is it really enhances what you're going to learn from Jeremy. So what you'll learn from Nishant in this short little video course is how to use the brand new Facebook Audience Insights tool. Now this is the latest and greatest tool provided by Facebook for all of Facebook marketers that use the Ad Manager tool. So what he does, he breaks it down into 3 videos and also gives you a really good case study. And when I first looked at the Insights tool, I have to admit it's actually quite confusing. It has a whole bunch of stuff in there that just when you go in there you don't really know how to use it in order to sort of enhance your campaigns. Well, what Nishant does, he shows you how to use the tool, but also how to use it to basically take an older campaign that wasn't making any money at all. In this actual case study right here, he had a t-shirt that lost money. It actually didn't make any sales at all. He turned around and he used the Insights tool, figured out some new targets that he can use within his campaign, went back, revived it, and ended up doing like hundreds of dollars where he was losing money. I think he spent 25 bucks and didn't make any money. Then he just threw I think another $100 at it, and he ended up making like $350, something like that. And still had a few days left in the campaign, so I'm not sure how much he actually made on it, but he ended up turning $0 into like, $300 profit sort of thing. I think more like $250, but still, the idea is that you can use this Insights tool, the Audience Insights tool, to enhance your campaigns, or better yet, revive old ones. And this works really well in combination with what Jeremy shows you. So he can use these two ideas, these two courses, will really enhance what you're already doing with Facebook. Or if you're not doing it yet, then you're going to be basically light years ahead of anyone else. This is really cool stuff. So in this first video here, Interests and Lifestyle, it's pretty cool. He actually basically enters a base niche interest, for example, like registered nurses. And then what you can do is you can use the Audience Insights to look at what the ages of the people within that audience are actually engaging with that content. Or better yet, you can actually see their lifestyle information, meaning, did they live a higher lifestyle, like they have more income than the average family, did they live in a better house, sort of things like that. And you can actually take that information and use it in your targeting for your campaigns. In this video here, the page like insights, this one is really valuable. Like, the information you get from the page like insights is invaluable. So the idea is, let's say example again where you use registered nurses. If you put that in there, well, the Insights tool will tell you what the nurses, like what this audience, what other pages do they also like, and you can use those as your interest targets within your campaign. So basically it's kind of like a gold mine. Hidden gold nuggets are basically given to you within that tool. So that's a pretty cool video as well. In this video here, he talks about the activity household and as well as the purchase behavior insights. And that's also really important. For example, that the insights will show you, for example, what devices your audience are using. So are they engaging with content from their computer, iPhone, iPad, Android, BlackBerry, or some other featured phones? You can use that information within your campaigns once you figure that out. And another cool thing is you can actually see what kind of activities they're doing on Facebook. So for example, again, the registered nurses, you can see if they're if they leave comments or post likes, or they do post shares or ad clicks, for example. You can see that information, and then you can utilize that. Now that's really important information. Let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, you want to list a t-shirt for registered nurses, but you want post-page engagements, meaning you want these people to engage with your content, leave comments, and share. But you look into the insights and you see that they're actually not sharing that much. Well, what does that tell you? Well, that tells you that when you list your ad on Facebook, what you should do is offer them an incentive to share. That's very valuable information, and that's how you'll get that audience to interact with your ad and then bring more traffic to your pages, and of course you'll make more money. And what's also really cool is the fact that you can just go ahead and start plugging in general base interests like like nurses or firefighters or dog niche, whatever you can think of, and then within the activities you can actually see if that audience is clicking on ads. So that's a real cool video to see as well, and can really help you dial in to just what niche you actually want to start selling in. Plus you could even see how they spend money online. For example, you can see if your audience uses credit cards, bank cards, or if they use primarily cash. Well, obviously you don't want to be targeting audiences that use cash. You want them to be spending money online using their credit cards. So that's a very valuable video to watch, so make sure when you get in here you check that one out. And then the last thing here is this case study where he takes basically a shirt, like I said, he spent 25 bucks, didn't make any money on it. He just kind of paused it and threw it away thinking he'll never get back to it, and he decided, well, let me try this audience insights and see if I can uncover a couple more targets that I could try. And boom, he did that, and all of a sudden he made hundreds of dollars from that campaign that didn't make any money at all. So right now, as you can see, it's very inexpensive. It's only 27 bucks. It's definitely worth that amount of money, and I highly recommend grabbing it because it will enhance what you're going to learn from Jeremy. And if you're not interested, of course, there would be a link down below. Just go ahead and click that and bypass this. But like I said, I highly recommend it, and hopefully you take advantage of this and add this to your toolkit. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the inside.